You just checked your bank balance for the third time today. Not because you forgot what it was, but because looking at those numbers make your chest tight and you keep hoping maybe you miscalculated something. Maybe there's more money there than you thought. Maybe you're not as behind as you feel. But deep down, you know the numbers haven't changed. And that voice in your head, the one that sounds suspiciously like your most critical inner critic, starts up again. Everyone else seems to have this figured out. Why are you so anxious about money at your age? If that hits a little too close to home, you're definitely not alone. Here's what I've learned as a CPA working with midlife women. Money anxiety often stems from planning gaps, information gaps, and strategy gaps that create very real financial vulnerabilities. And when you don't know if you're on track or what you should be doing differently, of course, you're going to feel anxious. Hi, I'm Toyin. I'm a CPA and money coach. And today, I want to show you the specific financial planning strategies that actually reduce money anxiety by giving you concrete control over your financial future. The best way to feel confident about your money is to have a solid plan that addresses your specific situation. Let me start by validating something. If you're feeling anxious about money in your 40s or 50s, that anxiety probably makes complete sense. You're dealing with compressed timelines for retirement savings. You might be supporting teenagers and aging parents. Maybe you're rebuilding after divorce or starting over in your career. These are real financial challenges that require real financial solutions. The problem is most financial advice doesn't address the specific math of midlife money management. Here's what's actually happening with your money at this life stage and why traditional advice doesn't work. If you're 45 and want to retire at 65, you have 20 years to build wealth. If you're starting with $50,000 in savings and want $1 million for retirement, you need to save about $2,100 per month, assuming a 6% return. But if you were 25 with the same goal, you'd only need to save $650 per month. That's the power of compound interest working against you when you start late. Your anxiety about retirement, it's mathematical reality, not irrational fear. Let's talk real numbers. According to Ipsos polling data, Canadian families spend an average of $1,160 per year on extracurricular activities. But costs can vary widely based on which activities your kids choose. Hockey averages $755 per child, while swimming is around $193. Add in school expenses, equipment, and transportation, and many families with teenagers find themselves spending $3,000 to $5,000 annually on kid related activities. Meanwhile, if you're helping aging parents, even small amounts add up. Maybe it's $200 a month for groceries, $150 for medical expenses. That's another $4,000 plus annually. So you're looking at $10,000 in family support expenses that compete directly with retirement savings. No wonder you feel stretched. If you went through divorce in your 40s, you're not just dealing with splitting assets, you're dealing with restarting wealth building with half the money and half the time. According to Statistics Canada's 2023 survey of financial security, a typical Canadian couple might have $150,000 in combined retirement savings by their mid 40s. After divorce, you each have $75,000, but you still need to fund the same retirement lifestyle, just with less money and fewer earning years. Instead of generic advice, here's the specific planning approach that addresses midlife financial realities. Step one, calculate your real retirement gap. Most retirement calculators assume you started saving at 25. Here's a better approach for midlife. Take your current age, subtract from 65, multiply by 12. That's how many months you have to save. Take your target requirement income, multiply by 25. That's roughly how much you need saved. This is the 4% withdrawal rule. Subtract what you already have saved. Divide the remainder by your months remaining. That's your required monthly savings. If the number feels impossible, you have three levers: save more, work harder, or spend less in retirement. But at least now, you know the math instead of just feeling generally anxious. Step 2: optimize your Canadian tax account strategically. This is where being Canadian actually helps, but most people don't maximize these advantages. You're in your peak earning years, likely your 40s and 50s. Prioritize RSP contributions now. The tax deduction reduces your current tax bill, and you'll likely be in a lower tax bracket in retirement. Use your TFSA for emergency funds and shorter term goals. The flexibility of tax free withdrawals is perfect for unexpected expenses that come with this life stage. If you have both kids and retirement to fund, contribute enough to your RSP to get your marginal tax rates down, and then use the tax refund for RESP contributions. The government grants effectively give you free money for education savings. Step 3: balance your financial priorities. Instead of trying to fund everything perfectly, focus on creating a sustainable balance. Immediate security. Start with $1,000 emergency fund to break the debt cycle. Plus, get any available employer match. That's free money. Building stability. Grow your emergency fund to 1 month of expenses, then 3 months. Increase retirement contributions as your income allows. Current well-being. Kids' activities, family support, house upgrades, travel, but with clear boundaries on spending. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. You need enough security to sleep at night, but you also need to maintain a life worth living today. Step 4: plan for the predictable expensive years. Your 50s are typically your most expensive decade. Kids are in the university, parents need more help. You might need to upgrade your home or car as things age out. Instead of being surprised by these expenses, plan for them. Create separate savings buckets for university costs, even if you're behind on RESP contributions, parent care expenses, major home maintenance, your own career transition, or business launch. If you're recently divorced, priority number 1: understand exactly what you received in settlement. Get statements for all accounts. Understand the tax implications of spousal support. Know when support payments end. Priority 2: rebuild your individual credit. Open accounts in your name only. Keep utilization on credit cards below 30%. Pay everything on time. Priority 3: reassess your budget and cash flow. You might need to downsize housing or adjust lifestyle to match your new single income. If you're supporting aging parents, set clear boundaries on financial support. Decide what you can afford monthly without compromising your own retirement, and stick to it. Consider family loans instead of gifts. If you lend money to parents, document it properly. They can pay it back from their estate, which protects your inheritance while still providing current help. Look into provincial programs for elder care. Many provinces offer support programs that your parents might qualify for. If you're a business owner, pay yourself first. Literally. Set up automatic transfers to personal retirement accounts before you see business profits. Business owners often fund their business growth at the expense of personal financial security. Separate business risk from personal risk. Don't guarantee business loans with personal assets if you can avoid it. Keep business and personal expenses completely separate. Plan for irregular income. Build a larger emergency fund, 6 to 12 months, since business income can be unpredictable. The Canadian advantages you might be missing: CPP optimization. According to Service Canada, you can start CPP as early as 60 or as late as 70. For every month you delay past 65, your benefit increases by 0.7%. If you can afford to wait until 70, your CPP benefit will be 42% higher than if you take it at 65. This is huge for women who might have lower CPP benefits due to career interruptions. Delaying CPP can significantly increase your retirement income splitting opportunities. If you're married and one spouse earns significantly more, there are still legal ways to split income. Higher earning spouse can contribute to spousal RRSP. Lower earning spouse can invest family money in their name. Business owners can pay salaries to spouses who work in the business. OAS clawback planning. If your retirement income will be over $79,000, you'll lose OAS benefits according to Employment and Social Development Canada. Plan your retirement withdrawals to stay under this threshold if possible, or at least minimize the clawback. Money anxiety at 45 plus usually isn't just about psychology. It's also about math. You're dealing with compressed timelines, competing priorities, and financial challenges that require specific strategies, not generic advice. The good news, you still have time to build financial security if you're strategic about it. Focus on maximizing your peak earning years, optimizing your Canadian tax advantages, and create systems that fund your priorities in order of importance. Your anxiety about money makes sense because the financial challenges of midlife are real, but they're also solvable with the right planning approach. If you're ready to start taking some of that anxiety and turning it into a concrete plan, check out my free emergency fund calculator for real life. It will help you figure out exactly how much you need in emergency fund based on your actual situation. No more guessing, no more generic advice that doesn't fit your life. Link is in the description. And if you're dealing with supporting both kids and aging parents, definitely check out my video, The Sandwich Generation Money Trap, Supporting Everyone But Yourself. I break down the specific strategies for balancing all these competing financial demands without sacrificing your own future. You've got this. The math is solvable. See you in the next video.